Hi, my name is Mark Tolan. This is my boss, Jillian Tolan, and we are excited to have you with us. We thought it would make sense to introduce us. Introduce us? No.
Introduce ourselves.
It would make sense to introduce ourselves and let you know a little bit about who we are and where we came from and so on and so forth. So, my family started Seaside Vacation Home 16 years ago. We are about 4 generations Seaside Astoria, and my great-great-grandfather was a judge in Astoria back when they were fur traders. So, long story short is we have roots in the Pacific Northwest and specifically on the coast. My uncle grew up here and lived in the Lobster House, which is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but growing up that was their summer home, and then eventually as an adult bought another house just down the street from the Lobster House as an investment property, which was a major fixer-upper. And he lived in the major fixer-upper and eventually fixed it up to the degree where he wanted another project and saw another one across the street, bought that and fixed that up and rented out the first one. That trend continued, and next thing you knew, he had 10 homes. He was renting them all out after fixing them up, and him and his wife decided to quit their jobs and come down and run and start Seaside Vacation Homes as a full-time venture. Because they lived in these homes and fixed them up, they had a high level of emotional attachment, right? Because they bled and they put all their money and just so on and so forth. They really cared about taking care of these properties. And that attitude has been something that we have received and feel is the core of what makes Seaside Vacation Homes unique, in that we feel our company cares more than anyone else. And part of the reason why we think we care is because we see Seaside Vacation Homes making the world a better place. I know that sounds a little bit cheesy, but realistically, people only get 2 weeks of vacation a year. And oftentimes, a lot of that vacation is eaten up during family holidays, which is not necessarily the most stress-free time. So their beach trip can be one of their only times during the year where they truly get to relax and enjoy being on vacation. And we play a pivotal part on how much enjoyment and pleasure they're going to get out of their beach experience, right? If they have a clean, well-kept, and excellent customer service type of experience, then they're going to feel like, gosh, they really had the vacation of their dreams. And if we can provide that for people, it makes the world a better place. We're not looking to gouge or rip people off or so on and so forth. We're looking at giving people a quality product, a high level of service, and doing it all with a desire to make the world a better place. And we hope that makes sense for you as well. We now manage other people's homes, and when I bought the company, my aunt and uncle were doing everything themselves. They were checking guests in, they were checking guests out, they were cleaning the homes, doing all the maintenance, so on and so forth. And we felt that there was something unique here that was worth expanding upon. When my aunt and uncle were running everything, they only did 20 homes. It was the max that they could handle. And they really, if they had 20 homes and then 21 said they wanted to come on, they'd say, sorry, we don't have room for you. We felt if it's a quality property and a homeowner with the right attitude to provide the same type of guest experience we feel is important, that it was worth working with them. So we brought on employees in 2008, and now we feel that we have a system that is better than it ever has been before. Because now, not just Mark and Jill are coming up with ideas, we have a whole team and group of people who are fantastic. They have some unique quality or idea or skill that we don't have. Mm-hmm. And bringing that to the table in a way that benefits our mission statement allows us to be a better company than we could have ever been without them. And so we think this is just a great organization, and not just because we're the boss and we're trying to motivate you. We think it's a great organization because it's an organization that can make a tangible difference in people's lives, not just like putting things in a package and putting a price tag on it. We are making an experience for our guests, which is really unique. Now, I come from a manufacturing and sales background. I was a chemistry major and a business major in college that got involved with a startup company that I founded while I was in college. I look at the world in a systems-oriented approach. So I look at how does everything flow from point A to point B, and is that the best way to do it? And I spent a lot of my time thinking about that. My wife, however, comes from a real estate background.
I did real estate for about 8 years before meeting Mark and starting to work with Seaside Vacation Homes. And so I come from a marketing real estate background And I have a tendency to look at things from the perspective of how's the customer going to see it.
Right. More of like, well,
What's going to sell that? What?
Mark's concerned on how are people getting to and from the houses, and Jill's cares about how the houses look. Are they meeting the guest needs? How is the whole customer experience? So we feel that we've made a good team as a platform to create infrastructure that you can be comfortable in. But our desire is that you don't look at this as a finished company. You look at this as a work in progress, of which you're a pivotal part of making it the best it can be. So we really appreciate having you with us, and we are looking forward to all your great ideas. And as for room for improvement and or opportunity, from logistics and accounting to people logistics, human resources, stocking, supplying, photographing, designing digital media, Facebooking, campaigning, you just name it. I mean, we've got all kinds of things that we need people for, and hopefully you can figure out where you fit into that equation and be part of the team. So again, welcome aboard.
Yes, welcome.
What do homeowners care about the most?
That we care about their property.
Ultimately, regardless of the homeowner's position, whether they be doing this because they enjoy the service, doing this because they feel it's a wise investment, or doing it because they need the money and they can't have a beach house without renting it out, all three types of homeowners care about the fact that we care. So hopefully, as I mentioned before, the idea that this business is more than just a way to a paycheck sinks in, and as a person involved with the company, you can say that not only do we care about the guests, but more importantly, and just as importantly, we care about our homeowners. Our homeowners have entrusted for some of them, their biggest investment, their nest egg, what they've worked hard for their whole lives to be able to accomplish. They've trusted and put it in our hands. And if we can turn around and give it back to them in as good of shape, if not better shape than the last time they experienced it, the world's a better place, and we're allowed to stay in business. If we don't take care of the homes, obviously the homes won't stay around. And hopefully that makes sense. So remember, homeowners care about what?
That we care about their home.